long time since I did any detecting on the beach in some really nasty weather. It's always been so nice this summer. This feels a typical ordinary brass piece, but every once in a while, and I can't make it out right now, but it does appear like there's something written there. Could be personalized, could be a manufacturer's name, but it's interesting enough to get it home and clean it up to see what's written there. Busted with the turn it around. That's pretty cool. There's brass, maybe that might even be wood in the middle there. Just love the sand we're looking through. You can see where my brother pulled out a whole bunch of pennies in that cross, but it's older stuff. I was a little closer to the water, and I know this is a silver quarter. I just can't make out the detail yet, but it's there. We'll be able to identify this when we get home. It might be an eagle in the back. Just can't make it out in this lighting. I think it's an oldie. It's definitely silver. Turns out that coin is an 1877 seated Liberty quarter. You can make out the date there. It's kind of hard to see her on that side of the coin, but on the reverse, let's see if we can get you can make out the eagle there. This is my first seated quarter so far in all the years I've been detecting. I would have acted a lot more surprised if I knew this was what I had when I was on the beach. But when I got home, it was quite a thrill to finally see that this is a seated 1877 quarter. And we have a new addition to our turtle family. We have adopted a third turtle, which is now going to make me build, hey buddy, this guy right here. Look at the size of him, and he thinks I'm feeding him, so he's going to eat my finger. So we got now 3 red-eared sliders, and I am going to build an outdoor living quarters for these guys because they have already outgrown my 120-gallon tank. Hi guys. Cool brass pulley. Right at the bottom of this slope, right underneath up here, look at this thing. The Heinz company token, Heinz founder. Our best to you in 1957. How cool is that? That is an awesome little token. I guess that's H.J. Heinz right there. We're still in a spot that washed out, and we're getting a lot of good stuff. Fantastic. It's going to be a fun token to look up. 1957. We're still hitting this hot spot. Paul attempted to try and go out a little deeper since the tide is coming in. I'm staying right here under these rocks, and I just pulled up about 8 memorial pennies and this nice little buckle. Look at the designs on this side. That's a great piece, saved right from there underneath these rocks. I'm going to scrape out the rest of those rocks and see if there's anything hiding underneath. And still working this spot. This one came out right underneath a lead knob. He was hiding in there. Look at that cool guy holding his rifle. Another great piece. Can't wait to get this home and try and figure out what it is. It has what appears to be a link right there. I don't know if this might have been a charm to a necklace. It looks like there's some design on it. Turn it over. Nothing in the back. There's an interesting little link right there. And there just might be a design there. Sometimes these things, when I get them home, get very clear. Right now, I'm not seeing anything. Well, I thought for sure this piece was just a fishing lure because we find thousands of them. But at a closer look, that might actually be more of a religious medallion. You can feel a raised something design there. So I'm going to be really careful in cleaning this thing up. I might even see some letters there. That might be Inri on top. And there's definitely some design in the back. So I'm going to wait till I get that home and clean it up. I'm sure I'm seeing a figure there. Some stone stuck in it. So this was under a big rock. In fact, that one right at the handle under my scoop. I got that out because there's a faint signal. Then I saw the orange, and that's usually what junk brass looks like. But I think this is a little bit more than junky brass. Yep, that's an old truck. Got the paint still on it. At least half of it. Doesn't have the flatbed. Huh. Maybe we'll get an age out of that down here. Sometimes I just gotta get down there and look. You never know what's hiding in here. Especially if you see some, oh my goodness, some copper sticking out. Oh, what was that? Either a mouse or a big crab. Oh, look at you. I like this piece of wood sitting here. And I like that glass hiding over here. A nice big piece of dark sea glass. That's a great little piece. See anything? Okay, grab your yellow one first and show me what's inside there. This is your $1.50 purchase at the thrift store. A lime green piece of slime, okay. And what was the other thing you got for 75 cents? And what does that do? Nice, okay. Okay, my purchases at the thrift store. This was a bottle for $1.49. This one is probably early 1900s. It's got some bubbles in it, but the seam does go up all the way through, so it's not an applied lip, even though it looks very faint there. But the second bottle for $1.49 is quite a bit older. And you can see there's some bubbles right in the lip, and that was an applied lip because the seam does not go all the way up. And that one has some really cool, older looking bubbles in it, and that is a Carl Becker and Son, Little Ferry, New Jersey. So I'm gonna look that up. And that is a really cool bottle for $1.49 at Goodwill. We had an exciting delivery come in this week. The CKG company down in Sunrise, Florida, sent me a brand new sand scoop and 3K carbon fiber handle. In addition to that, they also sent me this great finds bag. All right, it's a beautiful day, and I got a short little trip before I got to go back to work. And I brought along my brand new carbon fiber pole CKG sand scoop, which I'm going to test out today. I know it's going to work wonderfully. And I even have my awesome finds bag that was graciously sent to me by the CKG company. And I'm going to see what's going to be the first find in the scoop and the first find to go in the new bag. Let's try it out. Nice time sinking in between the stones. If you're interested in the sand scoop or any of the CKG's other products, check out the link I left in the description of our video. Had some slim pickings today, but I just managed to pull out this honker of a bottle. I don't know if there's any embossing on it. It just looks like something I haven't seen before, so I figured I'd videotape it. Not sure about the age, just like the way it looked. And there might be a little, no, oh, look at that. That's a ball mason jar. It has, I don't know if that's a crack right there, or if that's the design of the jar. Look, oh, there might be a little crack right there. Interesting. I have not seen one like this. Ball Ideal. It's got some history to it. Number 4. Interesting. Look at that. Yeah, it looks like a crack, but it's not going through right where the strange lip is. Cool. I like it. That's big. Very different. Some writing on the side. Something side. Wire side. That's for the top that they had on it. Well, we can look up the way the ball is, the handwriting style, to find out how old this is. There's a little chip there. Well, after that mason jar, I pulled out right underneath it this really cool plate. It's got a lot of design to it. Almost looks like a hint of uranium glass. So we're going to see if that thing will glow under a black light. But there's 2 really cool pieces that I just have to take home. The mud's giving me a workout today. I got something buried deep here. And I can see something embossed there. I know what it is. I'm gonna guess whiskey, but let's see if I can get it out of here. No, I'm not gonna mess with one hand. I'm gonna do this delicately. Let's see what that is. Well, I was right with this one. Although it's a twist off whiskey, look at the designs on this thing. Harry something, Harry Wilhelm, Harry something. I can't really make it out, but it's got the guy's face there. How cool. Cool house on the sides. That might even be a date right there, or his tie. The script goes all the way around. That is an awesome, I'm guessing, whiskey. I'm glad I went for that one. Well, it doesn't appear as dark out as it really is, but it's getting late and it's getting dark, and I just pulled this really cool piece out. That's going to clean up nicely. I'm not really sure what it is. Maybe condiment, maybe olive oil. There's some right in the bottom, but look at what came out after I pulled a big rock off of here. I'm not really sure, but it looks like well, it's a milk glass. I've just never seen anyone quite like this. I believe, it's broken. That would have been something big. Okay, it's getting too dark out. All right, so I just snuck out of work. I got a 2-hour break, and we just had a torrential downpour, which is the start of another hurricane that's going to hit us. But it's not really going to be a hurricane, it's just going to be the rain. We're going to get a lot of rain. But during low tide here, when you get a heavy rain wash, it opens up all this top layer of mud and leaves quite a bit of things exposed and in very common areas. See how the stones are starting to show through? And you got this little, happens to be the end of a plastic fork, but stuff is starting to show up. So I'm gonna scan the whole area and then get back to work. Well, we got a good wash, but the tide did not go out as far as I would have liked, so I don't really have a lot of room to search. I had to get this random fork show up right on tides. So that got washed down. Hoping for a few more pieces like this, but it doesn't look so good today. There's a shoe. Some pieces hanging out. Well, I never leave a trip without at least finding something cool. I just pulled out this really cool little bottle cork top. Looks in great shape, but right next to it, look at this thimble. This is only my second thimble ever, and this one has a much nicer design to it. Too bad it's had a little age damage there, but look at that pretty thing. Excellent.